one for the team. I do that for my boy. Bread, gang.
Time ticking. I'ma give it all until the last minute.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Tampa. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. This complete to Jones. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 43 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Check 99, check 99, check 3, check 3.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. See the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on third down. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. They run the counter now on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. There's a carry heading left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 30. 10. That's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 31, Brady. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Brady. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 1st down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Brady now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Rip left. Shit.
They will run it. It's Fournette. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Rip! You better be afraid of me! Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey,
from just shy of midfield, Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
What you got, Navy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
Fournette, a first down carry. Sheds off the tackle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is now 13. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A handoff, Fournette running left.
Another dollar, baby.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the out. Watch the out.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Alabama. 56. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Kill. Watch out. Under 10. 10.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Here we go. Show it.
Fournette.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Suck up for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? they've got a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson out to the right. He's got the tight end Waring. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Being chased out left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Breaks through the contact, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
104 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Fournette once more on 2nd down.
Fournette, first down, still going. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter. Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check 99.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So that one will be accepted. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Check. Rip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down and 4. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, now Brady. They'll roll him out right. And he finds Howard complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Exit, exit. 36, 36. Switch, switch, switch. Check 13.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
56, 56.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.